Welcome to the Action Academy. My name is Shaleen Ague, and I am super excited to be here today to talk a little bit about top tips and tricks for time management. How do I, with my own business, balance my needs of my personal business and my team? This is a question I get asked a lot, and it becomes even harder as your team grows bigger and bigger and bigger and their needs increase. So who needs this training? I say if you're growing a team or planning on growing a team, you need this training. It is never too early to plan your work and work your plan. Think about it. As your team grows and you work to keep your personal business moving forward, time management starts to become more important. I like to think of time management of a business and your team as a balancing scale. You have your business, personal business on one side, and you have your team on the other. As your team grows, their needs increase. And many times you'll notice this scale will tip to one side more than the other. And that's okay from time to time. But we need to be able, as leaders and business owners, to get that balance back. And this is a topic that will help you, I hope, grab some nuggets of knowledge to help you move forward. Why do we need this training? This training is as simple tips and suggestions that will help you keep your business and your team from taking over. As a leader, you need to support, encourage, and help your team. As a business owner, you have a business to run, customers to care for, and you need to continually plant those seeds and grow. So finding a balance is super important, and the sooner you do it, the better. So first, let's talk about basics. Take a sheet of paper and divide it in half. On one side, I want you to list your business. Okay, so your business. On the other side, I want you to list team needs. Now, under each of those headings, so I have each of those there, I want you to number 1 through 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. So 1s are my most important things, and 5s are my least important things. Now, meaning least important, it still needs to be done, but it may not need to be done today or right away or within the week, but it needs to be done within my business and within my team. So let's talk about things to consider when you're making your list. So when I'm looking at my business, what do I need to do? So I know personally I need to be checking my numbers. I need to be booking parties and events. I need to be hostess coaching, doing opportunity calls, follow-ups, thank you notes. That's not all in one day. So maybe you do these important 1 through 5 tasks on a daily basis, and then you have 1 through 5 tasks for a weekly and 1 through 5 for a monthly. You totally get to determine what's the best way for your time management. But let's also talk about team and company. What do you need to do for them? So things that I think about when I think of my team and company is company trainings are important. Shout outs, recognition, encouragement, updates, the routine needs of team things like meetings, calls, being a support person. What time do you need for that? Where are you going to schedule that in? Tips and tricks of time management start right here with these lists. And with those lists and those important things you need to have done, we are going to plug them into a calendar. So what I did for you, if you don't have, I carry a trusty old paper calendar around right here. And I love it because I can open it up to my months and things are right there where I need them. If you don't have that currently, don't fret. You can get one later. Print off 3 monthly calendars. So we're going to do May, June, and July for this example. And then also grab some highlighters, or if you're really creative, washi tape. I like washi tape. It's great. You can decorate your calendars, and you can make this very fun. And the more fun you make it, the better. But what we're going to do is we're going to take our personal business, our lives, our team, and we're going to put them into one manageable calendar, and we're going to do it for the next 3 months. And as you complete 1 month, so once May's over with, then I just continue on with my calendars. I already had May, June, and July done. So once May's done, I need to make sure I'm putting August in there. And I'm always staying with that 3-month rotation. So 3 blank calendars. I have the things I need to get done. Now what do I do? What should I do? So let's put this into some simple steps. Step 1 of time management, and this is a very important one, and you should always do this, is plug in the most important things first. Family and self. So, for example, my kiddos play soccer and gymnastics. They have games and meets. I'm going to first plug those into my monthly calendars for the next 3 months. I'm also going to schedule time for me. I love to work out in the morning, early parts of the morning. That's my time. Nothing gets scheduled in that time. It's locked in. So to start out with, you start step 1 with your 3 calendars, marking in your family and yourself. Step 2, create routine activities and add them to your calendar. These are the activities that you can be expected on the same date every month. You can expect these to happen. Look at your 2 lists from your business and team needs. Okay, look at these 2 lists and start putting the most important items first into your calendar. So if exporting and looking at numbers is something that you expect and want to do on a daily basis, you plug those in. Team calls, when are you going to have them? Team trainings, when are you going to write thank you notes? Education for yourself and for your team. Dates that you want to book events and parties. So this is where I love these highlighters, because if there's certain days of the month that work better for me to do a home party or a home spa or an event, I know ahead of time because I've plugged my family activities in. I know kind of what's going on, and now I know, okay, Thursdays are really good in the month of May. A couple Saturdays are good, and maybe a Tuesday. These are my pink. These are my booking days. These are the days I'm available so that I'm in control of my calendar. Start now creating your calendars before other people start running your calendar for you. Run your business. This is your business. You have a choice. Step 3, use your 2 lists and start plugging those activities into your calendar. When are you going to be able to do this? So for example, I do a training call on, or a team recognition shout out on the 2nd Tuesday of the month. It's the same every single month, so I plug that in right away. So for May, June, and July, 2nd Tuesday of the month may be orange, and that's a team training. That's my recognition shout outs. What's going on this month? Fast tips and tricks. That's what that call is. Same call number, same day, same time every month. So it makes it super easy for me to plug that in and know what that is, so I don't schedule something over the top of it. But let's also talk delegation. How can we work together to make things easier for everyone? And you will notice this becomes more and more important as your team/company gets larger and larger. You will need them and they will need you. So what have I done and what things can you do? So delegation starts as soon as you start building a team. You want to create the expectations by doing the processes yourself. So we're going to start right away. Think about what you're doing as a personal sponsor. You are doing welcome emails, you're doing calls, welcome packets, your discussion goals. You're getting them connected to the academy. These are your frontline girls. You are teaching them, you are delegating what they need to do in the future so that you're teaching your children so you don't have to teach your grandchildren, their personal team members. So delegation is super easy if you are creating the processes right away. Do it right. Do it yourself so that when your frontline comes to you and says, I have a new team member. I have no idea what to do. Will you do it for me? You say, no, but I'd be more than happy to walk you through the processes that I did with you to start you out. You're delegating that activity the proper way instead of taking it on yourself. And I gotta re-emphasize that. If you teach your children, you don't have to teach your grandchildren. So start there. Delegation does not mean you are a dictator. The word is team for a reason. Together, everyone achieves more. People will want to help you when you develop an atmosphere of team building. So let's talk about things to consider. We talked about our front line, right? Our personal ladies that we sponsor. Start right away with your front line. As we talked about, do the processes you want them to also do with their new ladies. As a company, have processes and structures that they can expect. So I'm going to pause there for a second and give you some examples. So within my company, every month I do what's called an action calendar. These are business building activities that they can choose to do on a daily basis. They know every month to expect one of these to be uploaded. And they are great. They're fun. They keep people on track. They know what to expect. It's a structurized thing that they expect every month. And I'll talk about how I kind of do that. Team calls, make them on the same dates. Mine's the second Tuesday of every month. Have team/company training calls. Mine are on the third Sunday of every month. So those are things I'm plugging into those calendars every single month. And my girls know what to expect. And delegation comes in because it's not all about me. It's about sharing the work and everybody putting their knowledge and expertise into and influence into the team and into the company. So when I talked about this action calendar, I'll often ask somebody if they will give me suggestions and ideas for business building activities that I could be putting in this month's action calendar. I'll often ask people to post for me. So if I have a day I'm super busy, for example, today was who's in the office, find one near you, and get a portable party out. Do an office ambush. So if I ask somebody to post for me that day, I will have them post not only the action item, but what are they doing? What have they done? What suggestions do they have? People will learn from everybody. Everybody brings something special into the team. So create that atmosphere. Have people post for you. Have people help you develop ideas. Ask for helpers for team training. This can be done by asking, so just asking people to help, or recognizing what other people are doing and encourage them. Say, oh my gosh, Susie, I saw you did an amazing Facebook party. Would you be willing to maybe do our company training this month on the third Sunday and talk a little bit about what you do? You can decide the avenue you want to do it, if you want to do it on a call, if you want to do a video, if you want to do a screen share. I would just love for you to be able to share the amazing things that you're doing. Encourage them to show their talent. They will be more excited about it if you're encouraging and recognizing them. You have to create an atmosphere that we are all here to help each other. So I have to pause and say one of my favorite quotes by Mother Teresa, because I go to this quote every time. And it goes like this: I can do things that you cannot do. You can do things that I cannot do. Together we can do great things. And that's what it comes down to as a team, as a company, as a pack, as a tribe. We bring special things in, we delegate, we help, we build each other up and encourage. Remember that delegation should feel good. People should feel special. And make sure you recognize and thank them. We all share talents and ideas that can help each other grow, and with time management, it'll balance itself out. What I do to help you, you can do to help me, and it just works so much easier. So let's look back at our scale. Balance your activities. When one gets too heavy, reevaluate and make some changes. Our business is full of constant change and motion, and you'll notice that sometimes that team needs a little bit more. According to running your numbers, you know they need a little bit more of your help, and you focus a little bit more there. And then over here, if your business, you're evaluating your personal business and that needs more, maybe you lessen up on team help and you start working more on personal business help. And if you can create these calendars where you're managing your time wisely and people know what to expect, and you know what to expect from yourself and when you're going to work, this is a great start to your time management, whether you're small starting out or you're really jumping in because things have gotten a little crazy. I sure hope you can take some of these tips and tricks and put them into action today. I enjoyed being here. Keep working hard, and I know you're going to rise to the top. Have a pampering day, ladies.